Alright, so what we're going to be talking today is a card game called Munchkin. I'm not going to go into too many details about it because this is mainly a video for those of you who already know how to play. If you would like to learn, feel free to comment and I'll make a video going through a quick tutorial on how to play. But I know that some people, me including, get a little bit tired of the grind. I mean, most of Munchkin is kill monsters, screw your friends over, kill monsters, and that's about all you do. And it's fairly easy to change classes and all that. And I got tired. So even with epic rules, it's still a grind. It's just a longer one. So coming home from work at camp one day, I started thinking, what can make this less of a grind? And I thought introducing a town. But there's a lot of different things you have to do. So in the beginning, a lot of it's still the same. You still get dealt the same amount of cards. But what you do is, first off, you take all the classes out. As you can see here, I only took out 6 because if I used all my cards, we'd be here a while. So you take one of every single class, and you take them and you put them into a pile, shuffle it up real good, and then hand one to each person. Now the reason you do this is, what you're going to do is you're going to take this pile, each person will get a class. They flip it over and they are that class. So I would be a wizard. Now, you can't get rid of this class until one of a few things happen. You're cursed, which means you lose your class, and you go through the discards and pick up another class. Or you pay 2,000 gold, and you can discard the class you have and play a new one. Now you ask, how do you have gold? Well, that's another difference. You cannot sell items to gain levels, because that makes it go by real quick. Someone gets lucky, sells a ton of items, bam, level 9. So you cannot sell items. Well, you can sell items. You cannot sell items to gain a level. You can sell items to gain gold, which you probably use like Monopoly money. Now, the second big difference is, at the beginning of the game, you separate the treasure cards. Now, this will take a while, but you separate them into a pile of no value and a pile of value. Now, you take the ones with no value and you put them aside. This includes all the gold level cards, some of the special treasure cards that do a lot, like Hoard or Wand of Dowsing. They are still in the game, so calm down. Alright, so each person picks up a random class. I'm the wizard. I can't change this unless I pay 2,000 gold. And then I have to have a card. The second thing you do is that after you separate the two treasure cards, you take the ones with no value, you designate a town area around you. It's not in the game area, it's a town. And you put them in the town. That'll be explained in a bit. Okay, you can't sell an item while in the dungeon. You have to do it while in the town. Now the way you get to the town is once everyone takes a turn, you all can go to the town. You can sell items. So say I have, mithril armor. I'm a wizard, so I can't use it, right? So I'm going to sell it for 600 gold. What I do is I put in a pile. I get 600 gold. Actually, let's say I'll sell 2 things. I'll sell that and Achilles heels. So I'll get 1,100. So I get that. And then I can spend 1,000 gold. Instead of leveling up, I spend 1,000 gold to draw from the pile of treasures that have no value. I get hidden treasures. So that goes in my hand. Alright? So that's what the money's for, that little pile. Also, someone can take Achilles heel or mithril armor because it's in the pile, and they can pay twice what's on the bottom in order to buy it from the town. So if I sell it for 500, they can be like, I'm going to pay 1,000 because I really like Achilles heels. They look good on me. And you can buy it. So that's a way. Now there is trading, but you can only buy and sell on that town. Races, you can change at any time. Why? Because it's magical. But a class, you have to have training. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to train to be a thief. You have to pay for that training. Now, if something happens, you lose your class and you have no other class. Like, you go through the discards, there's nothing there, and you have nothing. You don't have to pay 2,000. You only have to pay 1,000 to get a new one. And that's because you don't have to unlearn what you already know. So, if you have a class and you lose it, or you want to change it, 2,000 gold, you can change. If you don't have a class and you want to get one, 1,000 gold. Alright? Now, every 5 rounds, that means everyone has taken 5 turns and has gone to the town 5 times, there's a boss round. because I like boss rounds. Everyone is in this together. You all fight as a team. Now you can screw each other over. You can be like, I'm running away after you guys. Whatever you want. But basically what the boss round means is everyone takes 2 door cards, flips them over. Curses, the rate everything applies is curses apply. And then monsters are fighting it. Anything that you draw, like humongous, baby, anything that affects the monster's level is played instantly. So everyone does this at the same time and it all stacks. So if everyone draws like level 20 with plus 10 humongous or whatever, you're all screwed, effectively. So curses activate, monsters get enhanced, and then monsters are copied. So there are no free runaways usable. So brick wall, anything that tells you you can run away for free is not usable during a boss battle because it's a boss. You can't just run away freely from a boss battle. All monster abilities are in effect for all players. So if it says +2, it's +2 against everyone. If it hates wizards and there's 2 wizards, it's hate wizard +2 is doubled, so it's +4. Wizard powers can still affect 1 monster, and if you can switch monsters out, you can do it, but you cannot just run away. They have to be fought and killed, or you roll the dice to run away, and everyone has to roll the dice and get a 5 or a 6, or they die. And the bad stuff happens. Now, bad stuff happening during a boss battle would be really bad. Like, really bad. So the main differences are, you're stuck with your class unless you pay money. You can't buy levels. All the no-value cards are in the town. There's a boss that you can go in every round. You can buy items that other people sell. So there's less of a, oh shoot, it's a discard pile, can't be used. Because you can buy it. But you can only buy while in the town. You can't buy from the normal discard pile. All other rules really apply. You can change anything you really want. I mean, that's what Munchkin's about. But this is a set of rules that I think would make the game a little bit more interesting, especially with the boss battle. I forget the word I'm trying to think of. But especially with the boss battle, I think it'd be a lot more interesting. There's a little bit of teamwork or screwing people over. But tell me what you think, guys. I really want y'all's opinion, because I made a note on Facebook about it and no one replied. But I really like this idea, and I want to get people motivated to try it and maybe have fun with it. I mean, it gives you a few new elements to the game. So, running over real quick, you should know about the classes by now. You should know about the town. The boss battle is pretty obvious. If you have any questions, I'll help clarify. Now let me run through this and make sure I have everything. Oh, the last thing. Now, something that I have noticed. You see these cards? They're both wizards. But one big difference is this one's not colored, this one is. Another huge difference, which maybe a lot of people haven't realized, is the non-colored one came out first. Now what that means is it was overpowered. And you might not realize this, but it really was. If you read the charm, the newer wizard, the edited one, you may discard your whole hand, minimum of 3 cards, to charm a single monster. You discard the monster, take its treasure. The old wizard doesn't say that. If you read it, it just says you may discard your whole hand to charm a single monster. There is no minimum. Now a lot of people are like, so what, dude? That doesn't matter. It really does. If I have 1 card in my hand and I'm the new wizard, I can't do charm monster because it has to be 3. But as the old wizard, I can. So it's a lot more powerful. A lot of people don't realize that. Not only that, in these town rules, I decided that the old wizard should be called Wizard of Old. And the newer one is the New Age Wizard. Don't laugh at my names. I'm not that creative. Now, any item, in my rules, any item that says usable by wizard only, if wielded by a Wizard of Old, gets an additional +1. So the Staff of Napalm, which is usable by wizard only, gets +5. If wielded by a New Age Wizard, +5. If wielded by a Wizard of Old, +6. This is a way of keeping the old Munchkin as better than the new Munchkin, because in my opinion it is. I love the original. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask. This setup does take quite a while because you have to separate your cards, search for the classes. It's kind of a pain. But I think people would enjoy it. In my opinion, it's got merit. So tell me what you think, ask any questions you feel like it, And if you want a short tutorial on how to actually play Munchkin, I would be happy to help you. And I'm a rather good teacher at times. So stay safe and have a wonderful day, guys. I hope you enjoy.